Heyo, what's up my AKAPADers? I'm back from that Flyers game. That was a big L for the team. Great third quarter though. So anyway, I'm trying to just get along with my day. I'm trying to do some drawing, take some emails, make some calls, be available to my clients. You know, the normal AKAPAD Peter A. DeLuca workday. And also, welcome to the channel. I'm AKAPAD, by the way. And on this channel, we do live streams, we do opinions, we do news analysis, pop culture analysis, my views, the way I'm envisioning, the way I'm seeing the world, and all of these things unfold. So I cannot go about my day and I see these videos, they're popping up. And essentially, it's, maybe I'm going to find an article, we'll put it right there for you. But a lot of people seem to be upset that Diamond comic distributors have potentially been overcharging customers for a very long time. Now, Diamond recently, they downgraded their staff and they're changing their facilities, and they're saying we can pass these savings on to the customer, meaning comic book shops. Now, keep in mind, comic book shops are not Diamond's only customers. I mean, it is a chunk of their business. But comic shops and Diamond go hand in hand. Since 2020, since all the COVID stuff, the comic book distributorships, the comic book distribution monopoly that Diamond had kind of broken up. DC Comics went their own way. And we're getting a lot of what early 1990 comic book distribution looked like back in the day before the great consolidation, leaving Diamond on top of the hill. Now, Diamond is legendary because of this guy over here. His name's Steve Geppi. He was like a mailman. He used to go door to door asking people for their old comics. He did that enough to where he was able to, you know, start his own company, do his own thing. And since then has rolled in like a lot of his money back into comic books. He has his own museum. He's a historian. He catalogs and just basically holds down like the fort. He holds down the castle when it comes to comic book history. Some of his items and some of his collections alone are extremely rare, mind-boggling, and like I said, he's part historian. There's almost like a Dewey Decimal System to his collection. The whole collecting world, the comic book community, call it if you will, should be grateful for that. And that fact alone, the fact that how much money Steve Geppi rolls back into comics for his own love, okay? You know, the guy should get like a really big pass because, you know, it's almost like philanthropy. But the point I'm getting at is that people are very, very upset about this, and they're kind of, you know, Diamond's being framed as the evil entity in this argument. Now, I have comic shop experience. Way back in the day, I used to, you know, be a part of a group of guys. We ran about 5 comic shops, 1 pizza store, and 2 kiosks in malls while maintaining like huge contracts with WWE, getting thousands of people showing up to, you know, get an autograph from The Rock, Triple H, Rey Mysterio, you name it, Stone Cold Steve Austin. So there, what we used to do for the new books is we used to go to USPS the night before they were supposed to get delivered and pick them up directly from USPS. And this gave us one advantage. We got the books earlier, and then we can start our pull boxes basically a day ahead of time before their you know, drop off date. And it took a little bit of the transit you know, problem out of it, meaning like we almost like got the books as directly as we could. And it was just like a guarantee. And every one of these comic shops had a manager that was responsible for picking up the books like every single Tuesday evening, and then prevented the books from really being late. We made that call. Like we looked at this potential problem and we solved it. So the point I'm getting at here is any comic shop owner that doesn't know they're being overcharged for books, because I don't know about you guys, I can take a box of books, I can weigh it, and then I can go to a website and I can see how much it would charge me to deliver said package. Now, Any comic store that's overpaying deserves what they're getting because they're not looking at the scenario. They're just being spoon-fed information. And it's just a lazy practice. It's a lazy position to take. But it also goes to show you, and I know this is somewhat of a harsh criticism, it's a harsh reality for comic book store owners. I don't know any of them that have a nice car. I don't know any of them. Even the guy at one time that owned the 5 shops, because those didn't go those didn't go too well. But why is that? Why aren't comic book shop guys retiring relatively early? Like why they don't retire early. They work until they're dead, essentially. Like just basically handling books and customers all day, and then like there's like usually a assistant or number 2 that takes over the business that buys them out, and it's never like a good buyout. So, and I'm talking from my own life experience here, anecdotally, I could be wrong, but it's just beyond me that we want to blame Diamond for getting paid, charging people, even if they're picking their own fees. But then we have a whole comic shop world that accepts those fees. The blame goes on the comic shop owners on this one, and I kind of already know this is not going to be a video that gets me some traction, but I mean it's just got to be said, and it's unfair that people are taking bad business practices and bad owners and bad operators out of the equation. The whole comic book world really doesn't have good businessmen. Doesn't have good shop owners. I'm sorry. The best guys that are running the comic book world is Steve Geppi. He's like the best businessman in comic book history for a reason. Rock and roll.